Hogwarts 2. bölümü. Hoş geldiniz ve direkt oyuna geçelim abi. Hiç şey yapmayalım. Bu ne abi? Wow. Bir anı. Şimdiki profesör dibimize damlar ha.
There you are. How did you... What is this place?
I don't know,
Bilmiyorum ama
but I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere
bu
basin.
sadece leğen değil. Bu bir
That
duş
is a
seli.
pensive for viewing
Anları görüntülemek
memories.
için. Ah be abi.
I wonder,
Merak ediyorum. Ben de merak ediyorum abi. Bildiğin anı var orada. Neymiş bu anı?
follow my lead.
Beni takip et. Tabii ki edeyim.
All is in place.
The portkey is well hidden.
Perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created...
May be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Göremeyeni görme.
And if we are correct, Charles, the witch or wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge and the responsibility that accompanies it.
We've done all that we can.
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries.
Ah be abi. F diyelim, ne
And
diyelim?
you, it seems, are the key to understanding why. We were...
It all looks rather different than it did a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
Who were they?
I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in here.
I was right.
Ranrock.
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Rackham's vault.
And why are you here?
No need for that. Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let
Abi ben biliyorum
bygones
yani
be
bu
bygones.
Goblin'i öldürecektin ya, böyle kıtır kıtır doğrayıp böyle mangala dizip ateş yapıp yiyecektin
They
böyle.
had the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have them.
I have no patience for traitors. Now, where were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful.
Ha, bana bırak işte ya. Bana bırak. Kızartma yapayım şunları. İşte bak, bana saldırdığı için oldu bu olay. Hadi be profesör, hadi be profesör. Yaşlısın, anlıyorum.
Are you all right?
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
Neredeyiz? Hogwarts.
It
Kesin.
can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
Ya Hogwarts'a geldik işte. Karanlık ormandan geçiyoruz. Şimdi ileride burayı benim ormanım yapacağım yani. Bak Hogwarts. Direkt karşıda Express de geldi. Öğrencileri bıraktı. Sonra işte benim mirasımı yanlışlıkla bir tane burunsuz var, ona veriyorlar. O da iyi yönetemiyor. Sözde kötü. Hogwarts Legacy. Aha, Slytherin amblemi. Yılan. Gryffindor. Ravenclaw. Hufflepuff'u göstermedi bile. O kadar. Benim sayemde Hufflepuff'u tanıtacağım ya. Kötülüğün
Good.
şey diye.
We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Tabii efendim.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony?
Tam konuşmaya başlayacakken bizi gördün.
Phineas, Nigellus, Black.
Kendi özür.
Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough. Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're
Hoş
just in
geldiniz. Tam
time.
zamanda.
Have
Oturun.
a seat.
Tabii. Hanemi biliyorum oğlum. Hem.
Ah, yeah.
Evet. Diğerleri
A
biraz
bit
daha.
older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions, certain expectations.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit.
Ya hocaları geç.
But your professors have a great deal to teach you as well.
Kolay pes
You
etmiyorsun.
do not
değil
give
mi?
up
Önümüzde
easily,
uzun.
do you? You are undaunted by challenges that lie ahead. And your loyalty to a friend delayed your arrival here this evening. Perhaps you belong in Hufflepuff.
Yok değilim. Başka bir ev seçelim mi? Hufflepuff seçmeyelim değil mi? Çünkü orada farklı bir ev seç. Slytherin. Tabii ki de
I
Slytherin.
detect a growing sense of ambition, an eagerness for power.
Tabii ki kabul edeceğim abi. Slytherin.
You belong in Slytherin.
Abi orada Hufflepuff'ın seçmesinin nedeni daha önceki bölümde de söylediğim gibi sadece bilmediğime şey yapmadığımdan dolayı. Oğlum içinize bir kötü geldi. Ne seviniyorsunuz?
Oh, and one more thing.
Bir şey daha
Due
var.
to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled.
Lan Quidditch iptal edilir mi?
Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether. But don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Abi şu oyunda
I
Quidditch
said
olsaydı çok
I'm
güzel
sure
olurdu
you
be.
will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Hadi lan.
Quite an entrance.
Oldukça giriş.
It's lovely to meet you.
Ben
I'm.
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir.
panellerde mi efendim? Tabii ki.
As I was saying,
Dediğim
I'm
gibi ben
Professor
Profesör
Weasley.
Weasley tanıştığıma memnun oldum ben de.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
DLC var.
as deputy
Her şeyle
headmistress,
aldım.
it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room.
Ya indirimdeyken hepsiyle beraber aldım. %30 indirime girmiş ya.
It's quite uncommon
en-
for a student
en
to
çok
begin
istediğim
as a
oyunlardan
fifth
bir
year.
tanesiydi
It
ya.
may be a bit of a challenge,
Hani Harry Potter çünkü
but
benim
one I'm
zamanımdan,
sure
küçüklüğümden
you're
gelen
up for.
bir
You can
film
be
olduğu
quite
için.
resourceful.
I suspected as much. This is the entrance to the Slytherin common room. In order to enter, one must simply speak the correct password. Aspiration.
Very well. Aspiration.
Vay be, girişe bak be.
Well done.
Tebrikler.
Now, go on in and
Şimdi
get
içeri
some
gir ve
sleep. You have a
buyur,
big day
yardım.
ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
Teşekkürler
You're
Weasley.
welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Tabii ki. Buraya bir varis geldi oğlum. O şeyi bırakacağız, yılanı bırakacağız ortaya.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room. Revelio.
Şöyle bir revelio yapalım da. Gizli bir şeyimiz varsa çıksın ortaya direkt. Wow. Slytherin. Burası neresi? Wow. Güzelmiş lan. Yatakhaneleri bayağı güzelmiş. Su filan. Pardon.
Revelio.
Pardon, bakar mısınız? Satrançlar kendi kendine hareket ediyor, çok iyi. Şimdi şöyle, şurada bir kapı vardı. Kesin tuvalettir burası. Tuvaletin tam karşısıdır. Yo, burası kızlar şeyi mi? Merhaba kızlar.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
That new fifth year.
Must be different.
Kız değilsin. Hepsi erkek abi.
Can I help you? Oh, you're the new fifth year. I'm Sebastian'a. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
It was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
What book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
Are you saying
Ya
some
kavga
spells
edilmiş.
aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation for another time. It was good meeting you. Good luck today.
Ben tanıştığıma memnun olmadım kardeşim. Ayağımı denk al. Vururum böyle. Cidden Slytherin hanesi böyle çok güzel ya. Döndür. Vay vay vay vay.
Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Checkmate.
Told you. They should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night.
Buna oğlum herkes bir
Interesting
alaycı.
tactic on your first day, taking all the attention
Ortam
away
çok
from
iyi
the
cidden.
first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
We handled it. And I think you're underestimating the nature of a dragon. A broom would have been kindling.
Ha, not the way I fly. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kagawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
Ben de severim.
Are you a keen Wizard chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
Neyse. İleride peşimden koşacaksın kız.
I think I heard one.
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new fifth year. I'm Ominis. Ominis Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominis.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
You're definitely in the right house. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
Şu anda herkes şeyden bakıyor.
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
Thank you, Ominis. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
Ama şöyle söyleyeyim, NPC'ler biraz şey ya. NPC'ler biraz daha böyle şey olsaydı güzel olurdu. Şeyler böyle ruhsuz gibiler ya.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
Ah be ablam.
Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take
Birinci
full
sınıftan
advantage
başlatmıyor
of this
bizi. Olsun.
exceptionally valuable
Yapacak bir şey yok.
resource.
Thank you, Professor.
Teşekkürler
But
Professor.
what do you
Ama
mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
bu taraftan.
Revelio.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings.
Ya şu atmosfer bile yani değer ya şu oyuna.
Opportunities to practice your magic
Atmosferi çok
and
güzel.
educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Yani istediğin gibi dolaşma vesaire. Hogwarts'ın içerisinde dolaşabiliyorsun
Why
ya
don't
istediğin
you
gibi.
cast Revelio on that statue
Revelio.
and see what details the field guide can provide?
Bu efektlerin şeklini değiştiren bir su olarak. Tamam, devam. Okey. Okey. ESC'ye basarak da buradan okuyabiliyormuşuz. %1. Alınan sayfalar.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Yani diyor ki oyunun içerisinde diyor çok şey yaptı. Ben de oynamak isterdim de zekam yetmez. Zekayla alakası yok be. O kadar da şey değil. Slytherin seviyorum seni. Hadi öptüm. Abla biraz daha Weasley, hızlı Weasley. Weasley, hızlı.
Revelio.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
M'yi açtığımız zaman seyahat etme şeyleri çıkıyormuş. Hogwarts bölümü. Slytherin odası büyük merdivenler. Tamam. Hızlı seyahati bahsediyor bize. Seyahat ettik. Ne diyelim? Edelim. Hızlı seyahatimiz açılmış yani bizim.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Hadi gidelim.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle.
Biz de hızlı dedim. Kadın bizi uçurdu.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
Revelio.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn.
Her şeyden bilgimiz var abi.
Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor
Her şeyi
Fig said.
gizleyelim abi. Niye şey yapıyoruz?
Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece.
Herkes şey yapıyor
Perfectly
böyle.
good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly.
Ulan alt
the
tarafı
path
bir
of
ejderha ya.
dragon.
Ne olacak ya?
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
Teşekkürler.
Good luck today.
İyi
And
şanslar.
remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you.
Teşekkür
And
ediyorum. Sağ ol.
invaluable
Sağ ol
to me,
Weasley'im.
as I'll be using it
Hadi.
to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Tamam abi. Şöyle bir
Revelio.
Revelio. Şu ayna. Ha, burada bir kelebek oluyor. Var. Şu bilgiyi toplayalım. Süslü çeşme. Çeşmenin tabanında çevreleyen bir dizi taş sirenden dahil olmak üzere büyülü dünyanın sakinleri griflerin odalarında heykele sahip. Tamam geç. Tamam, Hogwarts'la ilgili şeyleri toplamışız.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of.
Yani herkese söylememek gerekir abi. Bir olayı herkes bilirse kötü olur.
That would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Açık bir bu. Evet. M'yi açalım. Tamam. Şuna gidelim abi.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Neyse, devam edelim.
Revelio.
Bu arada arada Revelio'ya basalım ki bir şeyler var mı yok mu etrafımızda onu şey yapalım. Burayı açtık. Burada bir şey yok. Bu bir de şey yani bu arada.
Revelio.
Bu heykelde bir şey yok mu şimdi? Vay be. Sadece üst katlarda var abi. Göreve başlayalım. Bu arada oyunu tam anlamıyla hiç izlemedim. Sadece bildiğim kadarıyla her şeylere Revelio yapıldı.
There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Vay,
Hello,
bir kız.
I am Nettie.
Merhaba ben.
So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronen yet?
Başlayalım.
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Akio'yu öğrendik.
Akio.
That is not bad.
Bu fena değil.
You are a swift learner.
Çok farklı tarzı ama
I see a
unutmayın,
lot of
pratik.
potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Evet.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest students start us off?
Şimdi de Depulso'yu öğretecek kesin. Mi yoksa Akio'yu mu öğretecek?
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the Splendid! Now,
bir
think of
dakika.
this like gobstones, if you will. But that's it! Very good!
Tamam öğrendik.
Happens to the best of us. Very good! Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Tamam en başta bize öğretmesi güzeldi.
You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Evet ilk önce o başlayacak.
Watch this. There we go.
Accio.
Hayır.
Splendid!
Let us see this. That is how it's done.
Düşmesi lazım onun.
Concentrate, Natsai.
Akio.
Yani aklını kullanacaksın abi. Onun topunu çıkart, kendi topunu sok.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Biraz ilginç hale getirelim mi derken. Ha.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Here we go!
Evet, bana verdi şimdi. Şöyle.
Do not think I will start going easy on you now.
Benim de sanma.
Akio.
Hayır, yanlışlıkla biraz yavaş getirdim.
Excellent control there.
Kazanan o ya.
Metaphysics.
Metafizik. Oha oğlum bu ne?
There we go.
Ama onun da topu düşmesi lazım.
Be sharp.
Yok abi, kaybettik.
That is how it's done.
Akio.
Kaybettik.
Brilliant.
Şuradaki topumuzun düşmesi ve şey...
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Yanlış oynamayla kaybettik. Neyse. Birisi evleniyor galiba. Davul zurna çalıyor.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Evet, ders bitti. Çeşitli şeyler yapabilirsiniz.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Akio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use
A word, if you would.
If you're so
You wanted
inclined.
to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Teşekkürler profesör. Siz yeter ki isteyin. Aa bir dakika şurada bir şey var. Bunun üstünde mi altında mı acaba? Oğlum nerede bu ateş? Neyse ateş yani kısa yol nedir? Bir dakika buradan nereye gidiyoruz?
Revelio.
Ah be abi kilitliymiş. Neyse hop.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Şimdi M'ye basalım. Yeni görevimize gidelim hemen. Yan görevler. Yan görevler o kadar. Tabii ki abi gideriz. Ama ilk önce şu yan görev. Kütüphane ek binası. İlk önce şuraya bir gidelim abi. Bir iki ana görev bitirelim.
Revelio. And then the werewolves joined the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752.
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Oh, fight, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a boot and he says it's a flack.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong
Toplamı 7 ise
It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't boot and it wasn't flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
İkincideki şey at mı? Şimdi bir dakika bu şuradan 2 mi? Buradan 2 mi?
Revelio.
Dört. Soru işareti şeyse 2 tane ise o 2 ise 4 6 6. sıra 1 2 3 4 5 6 şu garip yaratık. Evet. Hep aynı şeyleri gösteriyor ama. Neyse ben burayı anlamadım. Evet, sayfayı çektiğimize göre dur lan görev aşağıdaydı. Karanlık savunma biraz havada filan öğrenelim.
Revelio.
Onu zaten açmıştık. Şuradan aşağı iniyoruz. Şurası Ravenclaw yeri galiba. Şurada bir ateş falan var mı? Büyük ihtimal aşağıda abi. Keşke şu işaretler şeydeyken çıksa. Yani bulunduğun konumda çıksa keşke. Yani katmanda çıksa. Aleykümselam, hoş geldin. Vay.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember.
Leviosa. Leviosa değil. Leviosa.
Levioso. A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Evet. Leviosa.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a
Şimdi
little
biraz daha
larger.
büyük bir şey deneyelim. Ya büyük bir şey dedin ha. Benim için küçük bir şey ama.
Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate earlier.
Levioso.
Good. Now, well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso. Good form. I know. Be your first duel. Let's just say Protego.
Oh, my students for this event. My students join my duel.
Abi sabaha kadar seni döverim böyle ya.
Or defend yourself.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Biz de oynamak istiyoruz. Ya vallahi kusura bakmayın ama cidden çok güzel bir, yani istediğim oyunlardan bir tanesiydi.
I put you on the spot and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
ek şeyler vereceğiz silah.
That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Revelio.
Şurada bir şeyimiz var. Onu alalım ilk öncelikle. Yok be abi. O kadar güzel değilmişsiniz.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Bak yüzümdeki yara izini görüyorsun değil mi?
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck, or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
Tabii ki yaparız kardeşim, merak etme. Sen yeter ki iste.
Revelio.
Evet. Şimdi orası da bittiğine göre şimdi şurada bir şeyimiz açıldı. Şurada bir şeyimiz açıldı. Şuradaki yere hızlıca gidelim. Bu arada 4 tane etiket. Evet. Şunu bakayım.